Hello, this is James, and welcome to my stock channel. Please like and subscribe if you'd like to get updates. We do constant videos on different stocks. We outline the prices, the strategies, the fundamentals, public sentiment, any other news we can get our hands on. We give it to you in a quick synopsis so you can absorb it, some brain food, and you can consider it for your portfolio. And you don't have to do the research. You can just sit there and play my channel, and they'll come at you one after the other. Today we're going to be looking at Alcoa Corporation. I think they're the world's largest aluminum producer, $46.45 a share. It has a chart that comes with it here. It goes over for the last year. As we can see, it has met its highs up at $90. Now it's down to 46. It's going back and forth quite a bit. That's in the last year. If you remember correctly, a couple of years back, maybe 5 years ago, this was a $7 or $8 stock. Let's go take a look at the 5-year. There's a 5-year view. You're looking at single digits. It's woken up a bit since then. It was one of the laggards of the Dow. Probably was definitely the cheapest Dow stock. They're an enormous company. They're the ruler of aluminum. So let's check out aluminum. This is a 6-month spot price chart on the cost or price of aluminum. As you can see, it's been going up and down and up and down and up and down. It's not exactly at its peak. It's not exactly in its cellar. They are currently dealing with a pretty stable priced commodity. There's no extra any circumstances going on with Alcoa's product. They're definitely getting a fair price for it. All right, we got the revenue in blue for the last 5 quarters. Revenue has gone down the last 2 quarters, as you'll notice. Very healthy company. Those are liabilities in the yellow, and that is their income in the blue. Very, very nice. It is dying down a little bit. Maybe the recession or 2020 or COVID had something to do with this. This is a Dow stock. It traditionally moves with the Dow. And any bets on this one, you could probably do the same bet that you were going to do on the Dow, however you feel about it. If you're a bull or a bear, if you think that the inflation is over and you think that the world is fully recovered and they're going to stop raising rates at the Fed, then yeah, you want to be a bull, you want to buy some Alcoa. If you think the world is going to hell in a handbasket and you think inflation might just recontinue, and even if it doesn't recontinue, you still think we're going to hit a recession. You don't think people can afford to pay 20% more for everything that they buy, paying almost double for their gasoline, having to move out of their houses because of high rent. Just a lot of common sense issues with the country and inflation. If you're a bull on the Dow market, on the all-around market, you need to be an Alcoa bull. And opposite with that, the bear. Stay with your main core feelings, and I would apply that to most all of the Dow stocks. That would be the only advice I would give. If you're a bull, go with this. If you're a bear, short it. They're all coming down if they're coming down, or they're all going up. I don't know how hard they can go up. Dow's at 33,000 today as of February 25th, 2023. The world record for the Dow, I think, is 36,000. So you're not going very far up if you are going up, but you could be going very, very far down. You could be going down into the teens, just like we demonstrated with COVID lockdowns. Alcoa revenue last quarter, an anemic $2.6 billion. They put up $3.6 billion all the time. Year-over-year change down 20.27%. Not very good. Operating expenses also went down. That's good. Their net income went up. How did that happen? I guess they were more profitable because of their inflationary prices, or maybe they caught one of those peaks on the cost of aluminum. Earnings per share. How we doing over there? Down 128%. Yeah. They're hurting in a lot of areas. This one looks like it's going in the bearish direction. But you never know. If the bulls take over with the Dow, this one's coming along for the ride. It almost doesn't matter what all of this says. This is a hand-picked top 30 company. When it's no longer one of the best in the world, they'll replace it with something else. That's what they do. And yeah. I do know one thing, though. Because this is a aluminum producer, their good fortune is directly tied to a commodity. So if we do hit a high inflationary patch, this one might just defy the odds because it's attached to the production of its own commodity. So its commodity might be so inflationary that it goes up to battle off the inflation that the company is suffering from. So this might be the one Dow stock that doesn't go with the Dow should we hit a bear market. If we hit a bull market, I don't know what that means for it. I think a lot of it's tied to the price of aluminum. So if inflation's falling, aluminum prices might be falling, Alcoa might be falling, if you catch my drift. So this is a tricky one. You can check out right there is where October, November of 2022 happened. We went from growing inflation to easing inflation. Now we're back at growing inflation. The growing inflation seems to have risen the price of Alcoa in the last week, and the falling of inflation seemed to have lowered the price of Alcoa in the last week. So I don't really know. I think we need to make your own decision on this one, but do keep in mind it is tied to a commodity. That commodity is inflationary. It goes up and down with inflation. The company's assets and the price that they sell things for are greatly changed because they are tied to hard metals, aluminum. Goodness. It's pretty cheap right now, actually. A whopping $1.10 per ounce. So approximately 1/20th the price of silver. Not even in the ballpark. But they produce an awful lot of it, so you never know what could happen with this one. I would say it's going to be the one anomaly on the Dow. It doesn't go with the Dow necessarily with the bulls and the bears. So have fun with Alcoa. Personally, I like the price when it was, $10. I miss these days. I don't know what happened. Apparently, aluminum and the stock market went up. These were the Trump years when made it go crazy. And now it's just kind of hanging out, going back and forth. Hasn't hit the floor again yet. It could. Be careful with Alcoa. It's the one Dow stock that may or may not jive. Anyways, like and subscribe to my channel. It was great talking to you, and I hope you have a wonderful night. And I'll do more updates, so check out my channel. Thank you.